My man, name your number one Colts memory ever as a fan.
Oh, man. Number one Colts memory as a fan?
Yeah. What comes to your mind?
Number one Colts fan memory. Easy. It would be when the Colts beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I know most people are going to say that, but that's probably one of my favorites.
Boring, generic.
I know. They only came back from 28-3, but who knows?
No, that is.
And it's for me because I was watching with my dad, and we basically almost tore down the upstairs when the Colts came back, jumping up and down, screaming. I ran outside, screaming and yelling. I called Justin. We're talking on the phone. Me and Megan jumped in the car and drove all the way downtown just to roll out our windows and flip every Patriots fan off and tell them, ha ha, not this year.
Not this year.
Yeah. And the only response I remember was one person said, you guys got to play the Bears. And I just laughed and said, ha ha ha, we're good.
Which it was minus opening kickoff?
Again, the opening kickoff, I'll always remember. They scored the touchdown, the open kickoff. I turned to Megan and said, that's over with. Glad it's out of the way now. Now let's play some real ball.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess it comes back to your favorite Colts memory of all time?
My favorite Colts memory is, I remember like being just a young kid. And I was like, I told everybody, I was like, I probably was like first or second grade, bro. I don't know how old I was. I was like, maybe fourth or fifth, I don't know. I was like, I really like this Marshall Faulk guy. And everybody's like, this San Diego State. I was like, dude, Colts need to get this dude. And they drafted him. And then I was still a little kid, so I don't know what everybody was talking about. But I remember that first game, my buddy said, that Marshall Faulk guy's got 170 yards this first game. I was like, yeah. That was my favorite memory.
Then we traded him.
Yeah. But like that was my first favorite player was Marshall Faulk growing up.
Marshall Faulk?
Yeah, man. Like, he was that guy, man. He was killing it for the Colts. It just didn't work out. I could only imagine what him and Payton could have done together, but Polian wanted a bigger, stronger type running back.
With the edge.
Which was it worked out.
I'll never forget that I wanted Ricky Williams.
I've
been on the bad. I wanted Ryan Leaf. I'm on that bad end. Thank God the Colts weren't listening to this guy back in the day. Well, we would have had Ryan Leaf and Ricky
Williams, the all get high and get fired team. Same question with the Pacers. What was your number one Pacer moment growing up as a fan?
That's easy. McKee gets it into Reggie for the lead. Boom, baby! And he runs down the court. Again, I'm watching this with my grandpa and dad. We're tearing up the downstairs. We're jumping up and down. Reggie's dancing. I always remember he hurt ankle. And they're like, Isaiah Thomas makes the joke of, I've been here before. And then they're like, hey, what about his ankle? And that, and probably one of my other, I have two. One of my other favorite memories is, believe it or not, was me, you, and your dad. We're sitting upstairs. We're watching the Pacers. And we're like, we're gonna go to the court and play some ball. Yeah, the Pacers are done. Let's leave. And I'm like, let's just see what happens here. You just never know. Into Reggie for three. Oh, and it's a 3-point game. Hey guys, it's down to 3, and we're like sitting there. Oh, the Pacers steal the ball. Reggie for 3 again. Oh, and then we all three start. Oh, we're back in the game. Craziest thing ever. Like we were literally this close to leaving.
NBA on NBC. Dun, 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 whatever that music was. Hey, going off that story, I remember watching that with this guy. We went and played basketball right after that. And my adrenaline was so high, I could never really dunk a basketball, but I could jump up there so high that day. My adrenaline when I first got to that park, man, that's the livest moment ever probably, man. Like when Reggie scored that 8 points.
Oh, my goodness. I will say, thinking about memories like that now, for the Colts, I remember being downtown at the old BW3s when the Colts played the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. And me and Justin, man, we were taking the business from a lot of Buc fans that night. The Colts were getting whipped. They were the better team and everything and whatnot. And we got up and we were like, hey, let's call it a night. The Colts are about to lose. There's 5 minutes to go to the game. Yeah. And we looked up, and the next thing you know, they kicked it off to Brad Pyatt. Shout out to Brad Pyatt. He ran it back like 80, 90 yards. We're like, yeah, let's stick around and see just to see what happens. And then they scored. And then every time we was like getting up to like, all right, now they got to get. They're not gonna get this onside kick. Come on, man. We're headed. We're like close to the door, and then they get the onside kick. Oh. Covered by Bashir. I bet you people don't remember that. The other number 28.
Yeah.
And then, like I said,
what was his first name? Pierre Bashir.
It's like Adrius or something. It's like start with an I. But I just remember that me and Justin hang out for the whole game, and we just kept every time we
R.I.P.
wanted to
Justin.
leave. Every time we wanted to leave, we just kept coming back, and it was just such a roller coaster. And then the Colts came all the way back, and Vanderjagt gets his kick blocked, and then off the goalpost and goes through. I mean, what a crazy game to be watching. And me and Justin just went nuts. And of course, those Buccaneer fans were just sitting in the corner with their mouths like, and me and Justin were just like in their face, chanting, screaming, high fiving.
That's that shit, man.
We were just going nuts.
That's when he became the sheriff, right?
Yes,
he
Payton became the sheriff.
Hey, going off that story, that same game, I was living in Florida at the time, and I was working like a third shift job, and everybody there was Tampa Bay fans, and they were just talking shit. Your Colts is getting their ass kicked. The game was almost over, and they just kept coming back. And they're like, you won't fucking believe it, Payton did it. I said, nah, quit lying. Because I was working.
So you didn't even watch it?
I was working.
Oh, my goodness.
But just to see their faces, oh, my God, dog. That was just so fucking crazy.
Oh, my God. Hey, that's a great memory.
Did Angela come back?
You, Justin, Megan, we were all at Hooters watching the game. Remember?
Zach was there, wasn't he?
I don't think so. I think it was just us three. And we were all going nuts and crazy because we were wanting to leave as well, but we stayed around and we seen that crazy game.
Is that the number one Andrew Luck memory? The Superman?
I mean, Andrew Luck had a couple. I mean, I like that Detroit Lions game when he drove him down the field and scored a touchdown. He took a couple big hits over his career when he was running the ball like an idiot sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I think that Superman, or the one where he fumbled and picked it up and got in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Andrew Luck, man, he was that guy, man. His head and his heart went in football, but he had everything you'd ever want.
What's the best Pacer game you've ever been to?
Pacer game? I went to the Pacer game. Paul Pierce giving the Pacers the blues in the playoffs that
People wanted to murder you.
Yeah, I love Paul Pierce at the time. We was a really gay.
It was at a Pacer game, and this fucker's wearing a Paul Pierce jersey. Good Pacer fan.
I was still rooting for the Pacers.
but no one would have known it. That's the reason why we had people when we left ready to fight him. That's how bad the game was.
Paul Pierce gave him a lot of buckets, did he not?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I don't know, man. I would say, I don't know about Pacer. I know last year when we went to Nashville was probably one of my, I love being the fun. Enemies and like people screaming at us to tighten it up, and we were giving them the business. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I had such a good time. I think we're going to do it again this year.
Yes, sir.
Better seats, though.
Yeah, but maybe down the low, people might not be as crazy. Hopefully
they might be crazier.
Hopefully the game can go as good as the last one.
Yeah, it'd be worse if they lose.
What's your worst Pacer moment? Like watching just took your soul, just hurt you.
It's hard to remember those.
You don't got one moment?
I'll
tell you one good Pacer moment that I forgot. When Travis Betts hit that shot against Milwaukee, that was a good one.
Were you there for that?
No, I just seen it on TV, but that was good. But my worst moment probably is like that fucking brawl, man. I remember I was getting ready to go to work. I worked at like White Castle or some shit, and I was getting ready to leave, and I was like, oh my God, is this really fucking happening? But yeah, that probably was the worst, man. But that was fun as fuck to watch.
We both worked at White Castle at that time.
You worked at White Castle?
I literally was getting ready to leave as well.
Different White Castles.
5 minutes, yeah. I was like literally getting dressed, walking out the door, and it all went down. Yeah, that was the team that probably would have won the championship.
That shit was crazy. And the other worst Pacer moment is pretty much every draft.
For us.
Yeah, every draft.
I don't even get excited to watch the NBA draft
anymore.
Draft day. I already know what's coming.
What's your worst Colts memory? Does it hurt more when
Vanderjagt missed that fucking field goal?
Does it hurt more when you have a good team and you lose?
That was our best team.
Or does it hurt more when you have
the year Vanderjagt missed was our best team.
I don't know, man.
Number one seed. Should have went undefeated, but they were stupid, and they rested their players like they do every year.
That was that Nick Harper year. Did that happen?
Yeah, that was it.
That was that game? You missed that?
When he missed that field goal.
So, but if Nick Harper would have just scored, that we'd never even been in that position.
But he got stabbed the night before in both legs by his
He should have set it out.
I mean, we got the miracle. The miracle was Jerome Bettis fumbling at the goal line. If he picks it up and runs to the outside. Instead, turn this around. There's probably some Pittsburgh Steelers podcast going on right now, and they're like, what's your favorite Pittsburgh moment? When Ben Roethlisberger tackled that idiot who was running around in circles.
Yeah, they won a Super Bowl that year, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, man.
They went on the road the whole way there.
They beat the Cardinals?
9-7. No, that was the year they beat Seattle.
Oh,
9-7 years.
Yeah, they got one of our chips, bro.
Oh, I'll never forget us coming back, and I'm thinking, like, we're going to go to the overtime. And then Vanderjagt, like, I don't know what the...
Yeah.
Fuck, he was the liquored up kicker just kicking it to Like it would have hurt a little bit less. It would have been like wide left.
It was
wide.
a far kick.
Way right.
It was a far kick though, wasn't it?
No, it was a. I think Vanderjagt may still be the most accurate kicker in the NFL.
He missed bad against Miami one year too. Remember? His last kick was against Miami. Remember when he got beat in the playoffs and he missed that motherfucker so far?
Oh, Vanderjagt.
All right.
I did meet him in real life, by the way, and got him to do the same time I got the Edgerrin James card signed and gave it to the random guy that we met in Florida.
Oh, you gave it to Roger?
Yeah.
Roger, we gonna need that shit back,
for Christmas.
My
I wonder
guy.
if he still even has it. Dude's a Hall of Famer now. I bet you that might be worth some money.
I wonder if Roger's even alive. Roger, if you're out there, tag us up, baby. We need that card back.
At least it's worth like 25.
I'm gonna ask you
G's,
2 more questions, and then we'll end this little rewind memory lane type shit. Give me your not the top players, your top favorite Colts. Your top 5 favorite Colts.
Now I'm doing top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5 favorite Colts.
Like this that guy. I know you like Austin Collie.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's my top 5 favorite of all time.
Okay, well then let's hear your 5.
5, Austin Collie. Guy just always catches balls. If he wouldn't have got hurt, he would have played a lot longer.
His concussion game was crazy.
Number 4, Cato June. Met him in real life. He was a great guy. Middle linebacker. Loved me some Cato June. Number 3, man, this is tough. Number 3, definitely Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
Great receiver. Number 2, Marvin Harrison. I'm a receivers guy.
Yeah.
And number 1 of all time is always and will be the Sheriff Payton Manning that we met.
Damn, so Luck didn't hit the list?
Oh, the guy who quit on us? No,
Yeah.
he didn't make the list. Great Colt for what he did, but he didn't make the list.
I think my top 5 favorite is Aaron Moorhead, Sean Dawkins.
Why Aaron Moorhead? Because we met him at the club.
Nah.
Hey, you're Aaron Moorhead. He's like, what up? I made that backward behind pass in the preseason catch.
My top 5 favorite is I can't put them in any order because they're all up there. Like you can't not leave Peyton Manning off the list, right?
You'd be crazy.
I'm gonna go Peyton Manning. I'm gonna go Darius Leonard. I'm gonna go Dwight Freeney. I'm gonna go Reggie Wayne. I'm gonna go Marshall Faulk. And it hurts that I didn't say Edgerrin James or Bob Sanders, bro. 5 is hard to do.
That is real hard.
Okay.
Who's your top 5 Pacers?
Well, you taking my questions up on that.
I knew that's what was coming
Top
next.
5, we the same favorite?
Top 5 favorite Pacers of all time.
Top 5 favorite is Reggie. I really like Paul George. I really like Jonathan Bender. It didn't work out, but I love Jonathan Bender. I like Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is one of my top 5. And I really like Jamal Tinsley, man.
Ooh.
I'm not saying he was the best. I just liked him, man.
For me, it was I always remember Byron Scott. He was here for a couple years. I love Byron
Number 4.
Scott. I also really love Chris Mullen when he came and played for the Pacers.
Yeah, nice run.
Loved him. Jalen Rose is definitely in my top 5 Pacers of all time. Number 2, number 4, Austin Crozier.
I
hate you, CJ, for still on that jersey and never giving it back to me. It's the only time I ever bought a Pacers jersey and Pacers shorts, and he stole it and he never gave it back.
The Austin Crozier, the real Providence.
But number 1 all-time Pacer forever, ever is Reggie Miller. Reggie.
Yeah.
I'll always love Reggie.
Don't get better than that, man.
I always love Reggie.
Okay. Give me your top 5. If you don't want to do
Cincinnati Reds? I don't
No.
know. What's coming next?
If you don't want to do 5, just do 1. The 1 player, if you can give me 5, on the fucking Colts that they signed or had that you just couldn't stand.
LaRon Landry.
LaRon, I got big muscles.
What a
Landry.
fucking waste.
What a waste. So that's number 1.
Right? Wouldn't you agree? Or Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson, well, he didn't have much left at the time.
What a waste. 2 great signs that were just worthless.
You know who I hate? And it's nothing personal, is Dejon Mustard. They drafted this motherfucker.
Who?
Dejon Mustard. Ryan Grigson drafted this motherfucker, and he could have drafted Tevin Coleman or somebody good, and then he drafted this dude. But no, I think my number 1 that I couldn't stand is Stonehands. They got him from the
Kobe Fleener.
No, the receiver they got from the Raiders that was real fast.
Hayward Bay?
Hayward, they were.
Was he a Colt?
Yeah.
God, I don't even
2 or
remember
3
that.
years.
That's how it works out.
But he was really good at special teams. They moved
Kobe
him.
Flinner was Stonehands, though, remember?
Kobe Flinner was Stonehands. I can't believe I forgot about Dallas Clark, man, on my top 5. Dallas Clark was that guy.
A great guy, yeah.
Yeah, and Colts, man, you already got to get top 10, top 20 on them boys. All right, same question with the Pacers.
I knew you were going to ask that. That's why I was trying to think of what Pacers they signed that I just
Which
absolutely
person
couldn't
could you not stand?
stand.
I know why. I know why.
Oh, I had them, but I just can't remember who they are now. You go first. I'm trying to
Malcolm motherfucking Brogdon. I hate that
recent.
motherfucker, bro. I don't give a shit. I've never hated a Pacer before. He's the only one
it's hard to
that
hate a
I
Pacer.
fucking hate, man. I hate that dude, man. Because I just can't stand him. I'm sorry. I hate that motherfucker with everything in my blood.
I mean, I really don't like Jeremy Lamb right
Jeremy
now.
Lamb,
as a Pacer fan.
Yeah.
And I used to have a song for Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus, at last you hit a shot.
Yeah, but Thaddeus Young is what they're missing.
For defense,
TJ,
but not for offense.
TJ Leaf is about
I don't know.
TJ
man.
No Belief.
I tell you, that's who I thought. The Pacer that I was so excited when we got him, and then was so angry at the way his career. And that's Sanas Yachakevinis.
Oh,
You remember that point guard?
Too little,
Lit
too
the way
slow.
he killed it in the when he played the USA. He was part of the team that beat them.
Yeah,
but when he came
but-
to the NBA, straight garbage.
Turns out little white dudes can't play defense.
Oh my god, there's so many of them. Eric Dampier,
Eric Dampier.
Ike Agabubu.
How you gonna be a rookie with a receding hairline? Come on.
Do you
man.
remember Ike Agabubu? They got in like the 14th pick
Yeah,
that one year.
all kinds
Oh
of
my
crazy
gosh.
shit. They did the crazy. Who did they pick the year they could have got Kobe? Was that Dampier or was it Aston or somebody?
Oh, Scott Haskin.
Oh
Remember that
my
horrible
God! How
pick?
you could have
Oh
had
my
Kobe? You went Scott Haskin.
Oh, I hated Travis Best too, but
He dribbled the fuck
he
out of the
dribbled
ball.
the ball to like 1-2 seconds left to shoot, but he did all right sometimes.
Man.
Yeah,
but
it's easy to hate some Pacers.
You look at dudes on the Pacers, like when they leave the Pacers and they can't even cut it wherever they go, you know they weren't really that good. Yeah. Like, yeah, they got a lot of Plumlee. They got some bad ones, man, that they just picked.
Plumlee.
Bad.
I remember when they picked him, and I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, wait, they got the sad Plumlee. Remember?
Yeah.
That's not Mason. That's mine. I'm like, why'd they get him?
Yeah, that Pacers.
Because they're the Pacers. Of course they got him.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? As much as I like Jonathan Bender, if they would have not made that trade and kept Antonio Davis, they might have had somebody.
I met
throw a
Antonio
check,
Davis.
man.
He signed my Dell Davis hat.
That's kind of odd.
I know. He made a joke when he did it.
What'd
He
he
was
say?
like, I don't know if I can sign this. But he signed it.
Antonio's that guy, man. He was tough, man. Yeah, man. Well, anyways, hey, hopefully we hit some memories and, man, y'all can relate with it. Leave the comments in there. Like, subscribe. Let us know, man. Like, you know, we just real like you. Just all Indian all day. You know what it is. Rick and Noah.
If you see us out somewhere,
Bring us a
bring us a beer.
Yes, sir.